Hey, Baji.
Hey, Sufi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Axel goes to like an arts camp, and he was in a play this week.
Okay. What was the play?
So there's a different theme every week at the camp, and this theme, the theme this week was space. And they write their own plays. The play was 4.5 minutes long.
Great.
I'll send you a video of the play.
Perfect. I'll watch all of it.
And Addie goes to camp with him, and so it's really fun because they kind of write and rehearse the play all week. And Axel was like, I'm an astronaut named Bob. For whatever reason, Axel's favorite name is Bob. He says, hey, Bob, to everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
It is a great name.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite things is one time Axel said to me, if I have a kid, I'm going to name it Alexi. He said, if I have a daughter, I'm going to name it Alexi. And I go, oh, that's really nice. And if you have a son, what are you going to name it? And he said, Boblet. I was like, oh, you're just impossible to predict. So anyway, I knew that Axel was going to be an astronaut and Addie was going to be an alien. Mm-hmm. But Addie did not have any lines.
Okay.
But Axel had a lot of lines. So anyway, one of the parents sent me a video of this play. That was last Thursday, and I was in New York doing the show. Axel's really good.
Great.
Now, one of the reasons he's elevated beyond his other castmates, only one in a costume. Mm-hmm. They're all just kids in camp clothes, and Axel wore a full, what's the Toy Story dude?
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, full Buzz Lightyear.
Which he might wear on a day when he's not doing
on a regular day. Yeah. They might have been just like circumstance, serendipity that he was dressed for the part. But they sang a song. They discovered a new planet. The aliens came out. We're mostly just the kids that were too young to have lines, and I would say their performance matched that. Their energy was that. But it was great. It was really fun to watch. I'm very happy with his performance. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know what the theme next week will be?
International trade.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fairies and trolls, space, and then I think it's international trade.
Yeah. Well, maybe he can play Ponky.
Yeah. Oh, he would play Ponky. Ponky the Donkey. How about you? How's everything going?
Good. I'm off to, as we record this, I'm off to Comic-Con later today.
Love it. So you get my list of everything I need you to buy for me?
Yeah. And then, I've got a lot of stuff coming up. Got a birthday weekend with our pal Brendan Hunt, who has just been all over this World Cup. He and Rebecca Lowe have had this podcast. And then I texted him, and he at some point had texted you and I during the World Cup, and he was like, hey, I might try to go to the next Holland game. It's going to be on the 4th of July. It's going to be in Houston. And he's like, but I don't want to get ahead of it because first Holland will have to beat Morocco. But he's like, but I'm just putting this in the back of your mind. And I really was like, am I going to go to Houston for the 4th of July for a soccer game? And I was like, I probably would. And then sure enough, Holland loses. And so I knew he was traveling all over and he was going to see all these games and he was doing this podcast. And I reached out before the final and I was like, hey, are you going to get to be at the final? And he's like, yes, I will be there. And I was like, oh, awesome. And then I'm watching at home and he's in the halftime show. Yeah. He and Jason Sudeikis are in the halftime show to introduce Justin Bieber. And as Bieber is walking onto the pitch, Brandon is holding up the sort of substitution thing that just says Believe, and he made no mention that he was going to be in the show, which is awesome.
Did not know that until I returned home, and our text chain was exploding with praise for Brando because I was at the game, and when you're at the game, you don't watch the halftime show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just drink some beers, and but it was I had the best time and it was so hot, and it was obviously logistically a little tricky getting there, but man oh man, so glad I went. So much fun.
And it was a great game. Spain, Argentina, and you happen to be sitting behind a pretty big Spain fan.
Chef Jose Andres, not only a huge Spain fan, but I'm going to say one of the best 10 living humans as far as what they give back to the world. And so I went in a little agnostic about who I wanted to win, and then I just saw the friendliest, happiest, most lovely man, and I wanted good things to happen for him. And I was dreading that it would be a game that would go to penalty kicks, and so relieved that it did not.
Yeah.
And it was just great.
Yeah. It was a great tournament, and I had some friends over here to watch the final, but it's it always, the Euros we always sort of watch, and the World Cup we watch, and it was great. I did a few of the games at bars with a bunch of people, a few of the games at home with some friends, and kind of couldn't take my eyes off it.
I'm a little sad it's over. Yeah. I especially like you said, it was very disappointing for those of us who love the Dutch, but you know what? People are happy. Happiness reigns. Man, we got lucky. We got to speak to some really nice sisters this week.
Yeah, the Deutsch sisters,
the Deutsches,
MADDIE,
and they were just
ZOEY,
and you know what I love? Sisters, any siblings really, who are both truly themselves with each other, own their foibles. own the bumps of their upbringing. Mm-hmm. And so it was a great conversation. We laughed a lot, and we really do hope you enjoy it.
I will also say, just as a quick teaser, I think the song for this one was a little out of my range.
Oh, vocally?
Little out of my range. But I couldn't back off. It was written. I got into my little closet to record it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't back off.
I am, thank you for letting everybody know in advance.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting you know that I know.
Sound off in the comments if you think that Pasha's being true about how out of his range it was. All right, love y'all.
Love you, Sufi.
Love you, Paji.
Family trips with the Meyers Brothers. Family trips with the Meyers Brothers. Here we go.
Yes. Same computer.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Two sisters, same computer. Are you guys usually this codependent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great question. Yes.
That's great.
It's nice.
Asking, I have not made one decision myself my entire life.
So my wife and her sister are the same age gap, 4 years, and just deeply codependent.
Have they always been?
Yeah. I mean, I think, I was going to ask, it does feel like there were some bully years. And so, Maddie, I'll let you answer first. Do you feel like, I'm going to let Zoe go next. Do you feel like you were a bully?
Yes.
Okay.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. No shame. No regret.
Yeah, no, I was not. Like our poor mom, she got a Scorpio and an Aries. She didn't get a break anywhere.
But I fought back. That's the thing. She might have bullied me, but I tried to bully her back. So
yes.
I think I think there's been an equal amount of torture amongst each other.
Was it physical or more psychological?
Was it
Both.
physical?
Both.
Well, one time I was so pissed off with her. I don't know how I thought it did get to you. Do you remember when I went into your closet and I took every piece of your clothing out of all the drawers, all of the shelves, and I threw them on the ground?
Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about the time you stole a bunch of my stuff and then went to a rave and got stuck in the rain and ruined all my favorite things.
I don't remember that.
The second one is more understandable. The second one is I needed an outfit. I'm going to steal an outfit. The first one is a real psycho move of anytime the crime includes the word everything. Remember when I did everything? When I took everything out? Because it takes so long. And at no point did Zoe take her foot off the gas is really great to me.
But let's go back because I do think this has been unfair. We've talked about 2 bullying incidences from me. Do you have any sort of things you want to share to the class about ways in which you bullied me?
There's really too many to count. It's I have not been a good person. We're working on that still. Now we're working
But did you? So my question is, with that age gap, like at what point do you become peers? Like at what point does the 4 years disappear and you become just friends? Because it seems like you are.
I have a specific memory of ZOEY visiting me when I was in college, and I started college early. I was like 17, and she came to New York to visit me, and it was like, and it was hard. Literally, no, I
started at 17 because 16 seemed too early, so I deferred for a year.
You know what that's called? It's called never doing my math homework and cheating the entire way through.
Oh, great.
That is. My only reoccurring nightmare is that they go, you have to go back to high school and do math.
Yeah.
But she came to visit me, and it was kind of like a core memory. I remember you coming to visit me in New York, and it felt like the first time. You were young. You were probably 15, 14 and a half or something.
I just graduated college.
You took a year off. You took a year off before postdoc.
Yeah, just sort of wanted to wander, travel, see the world.
Yeah, but I remember that being really sweet because it felt like the first time we were also out of our parents' environment, and I think it helps for a younger sibling too when the older one goes and they get to get like the focus. You know what I mean? I think that's nice for the younger kid for a beat.
I don't know if your wife talks about this too with her sister, but the level of difference between us as human beings because of your hormones when you're like 13 versus 17 is just so astronomical that, you know, it got so much easier the closer.
Yeah.
I feel like once I turned 17, I feel like we started to get really
and then
close.
the problem is you decide to have kids and then your hormones go buck wild again.
And you're like, I need to turn on my sister.
You're completely unwell again.
You're like, oh, I remember what I do in troubling times of hormones. I turn on my kin.
When ZOEY came to visit you, Maddie, were you taking her to parties, or were you sort of doing more tame college things because she was 14 or 15?
We were definitely partying.
Yeah, I think we were partying. But also ZOEY was like really mature for her age. Like she could definitely hang. I think we probably went to some college parties.
MADDIE, when I had my first, so I got emancipated. I started working at I think around 14 or so. And I asked if I could get emancipated so that I could work legal hours. Cause I honestly, it just was more work to like go sit in a classroom and I couldn't focus on the work. I was just on the homework. I was like, I wanted to learn and see everything. So I got emancipated. But my mom was still like, I don't know. I want you to have a legal guardian. It was my first time going on location to where was it? No, New Orleans. MADDIE came and was my legal guardian when you were 18?
No, I was 20 because I had graduated college a year early also because I cheated my way through college. and also early, but also because I'm a degenerate. And I was like so rudderless that our mom was just like, you are purposeless. Like you have to go.
She was like, ZOEY needs supervision. She's insane.
Well, both. I was purposeless and you were insane. And so she was like, you have to go be with her in New Orleans. But it was like a free for all.
But when I imagine I'm a child, you're a child, you're taking care of me. We're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It was
living on per diem.
It's very funny that your mom would have what, looking back, was just a terrible instinct. Like that it was born of concern for ZOEY's well-being, and then it seems like, and again, we're very early into our relationship, Maddie, but it does seem like you were just a terrible choice.
I was the absolute worst possible choice.
No, but you know what my mom's greatest hope and wishes is that we stay close and stay friends. Her greatest nightmare is the family, pulling apart. Yeah. She just is so obsessed with us staying together and not fighting. So she didn't care what happened on the trip as long as we were okay, we were friends, we were, having a good. I think that's like her. I guess that's how it feels until she sees this and she's like, wait, what happened on the trip? What happened on that day?
You did major in guardianship, though, right, Maddie? So it was.
Yeah, exactly. At 20 years old, I was majoring in being a grown-up.
No math.
New
Orleans is a good place. There's a lot of guardrails just there.
All the drive-through margarita spots. Drive-through daiquiri.
They're like hurricanes and like,
Yes.
It was awesome. Good times.
It was great times. I had a memory the other day of going to a yoga class, and my dinner after in New Orleans that night was I went to a bar across the street, had 2 whiskeys and a bag of chips.
Perfect.
That was
Nutritious.
healthy. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you were, I have a stereotype about LA kids, which is you just, like New York kids, which I'm raising now. So, no judgment, but like that you do in general mature faster. Did you feel like when you went out to like college and stuff, Maddie, you were like, oh, most kids aren't where I'm at?
I have such a mixed answer on this because LA is also weirdly like a small town. So like ZOEY and I both have the same thing where our best friends now, we have like 3 or 4 of the same best friends that have been our best friends since we were like 4 or 5. So there's this weird, super close-knit thing I think that happens. And also I feel like because it's such a major kind of city, people like leave, but they always come back. So it's all your people from your childhood are kind of like still here. So I think it's like yes and no, but in terms of like going out, going to shows, yeah, I guess that happened. But I do think it's crazier in New York. My friends that grew up in the city, I feel like really matured super fast.
Where are you guys from?
New Hampshire.
We grew up in southern New Hampshire. It's like an hour north of Boston, but very like American suburb. Like more, if I always feel like when my wife first came to New Hampshire, I think she was picturing Robert Frost and she was like, oh, TCBY. I'm like, yes.
And where's your wife from?
She's from New Mexico. And like when you go where she grew up is exactly what you picture from New Mexico.
Like which part of New Mexico?
She's between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. And so,
yeah, Mexico.
It's great. New Mexico, I love New Mexico so much for 3 days. And then I'm like, all right, I need to eat some other kinds of foods.
Yeah, you don't just want the green chilies.
Yeah. You want it a lot for like 3 days. And then your like small intestine's like, hey, let's get on the horn with Delta. Get out of here.
I feel like the truth is, I agree with you. I agree with you that that there's like an element of growing up pretty fast in either New York or LA. But I don't want to believe that because but I think you're right. I think it's true.
But you guys also, your parents are, were in the entertainment industry, but then you also, at least from what I've read, like grew up on like a little ranch sort of a thing with a lot of animals. So you weren't necessarily just like Hollywood kids.
Well, we're pretty Hollywood.
I know you're pretty Hollywood, but was that your life, or was it sort of sectioned off?
Guess who's not a reliable narrator?
Double nepo.
Our mom, God bless her, was like so obsessed with trying to do whatever she could to like push as much as possible against, I don't know, whatever the culture of LA can be. So she used to get a lot of compliments from flight attendants being like, your kids are really well behaved. And I think to her that was the height of like,
right.
I mean, our mom was like strict in a sense.
She was.
For sure. Like I would not say she, I mean, it wasn't a trend then, but like gentle parenting was, you know what I mean? She was really wanted us to like be polite and like show up and look adults in the eye.
That area of her life, she was strict on.
Yeah.
The other part, she had no ability to, in terms of me going crazy as a kid. She couldn't.
But our mom always said, this is like a little deep, but our mom always says this like beautiful thing about ZOEY that I feel like I really resonate. I have a 1.5-year-old now and a girl, and I feel like I really resonate listening to her talk about this. She always used to say this thing about raising ZOEY, which was like, she was like, I intuited from seeing her as a little girl that I could either like try to break her spirit because she was so like bombastic and alive in the world and confident and big. Like I could either try to crush her spirit, or I could just like take the risk of like letting her fly and just kind of like be who she was, which was like scarier because it was like a lot of energy and a lot of person.
It was scary.
Yeah.
But I like love that as a parent. It's such a like beautiful thing to like acknowledge kind of who your kid actually is and then be like, okay, I'm going to try and really let them be that.
It's very funny to me that there's another telling of that story where it ends with, and then my mom decided to break her spirit. And yet ZOEY prevailed. And when she was about 12, my mom said,
Well,
"You win, ZOEY."
Well, since we are, it's family trips. Speaking of squashing a spirit, we should mention we have unfortunately squashed our mother's spirit in the context of traveling, which my mother
Look at this.
cannot travel. She cannot even the idea of the airport, the idea of a plane, she's sent into like a different dimension of her personality. And she says it's because we were so traumatic to travel with, despite her also saying flight attendants said that we were polite. Maybe we took it out on her, but she has this
did some bad stuff.
She has this like undealt with anxiety over traveling because she had to travel a lot with 2 kids alone without my dad or any, and whatever, which most people do. I get, and I now see how hard it is with you and Robbie, but we have since seen the effects of what we've done to her when we fly.
She can't like calm down. She has to go to the airport like 4 hours early. She's like running through the terminal. She completely abandons you. She's like, we have to get there now. It's intense.
Well, Maddie, you said you did some bad stuff. What kind of bad stuff were you guys doing?
I mean, apparently I threw tantrums. So my mom has a story of like, I threw a tantrum so bad that she locked herself in the bathroom and let everyone else get off the plane. She was afraid to look anyone in the eye. She like stayed in the bathroom with me for an extra like 40 minutes until no one was on the plane anymore. I think there was a lot of that. I think you were better to travel with than I was. It goes back to me being a bully.
Yeah. It also sounds like, again, just based on this bathroom thing, everybody's better to travel with than you. Like, I mean, that's like Damien in The Omen. I feel like even his mom was like, I don't think we got to go in the bathroom for 40 minutes.
How has it been traveling with your 1.5-year-old?
Oh, it's so hard. I mean, Josh, you have kids too?
I do not, no.
Yeah, but I got him. We're over the hump because again, our youngest is our daughter and she matured faster to begin with. And so we really now flying is kind of, and I wouldn't say it's lovely, but it is so lovely compared to what it used to be like that it feels like the vacation officially starts on the plane because the kids are just like self-sufficient and they want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And when that day comes, Maddie, you'll be a happy person.
I'm really excited. The day is not coming soon.
Yeah.
But it's impressive. You guys travel a lot together and with your dog and the whole thing, and you're always on a plane and going on a weekend. You're like very impressive about it.
We just got delayed for 30 hours in JFK with our giant pit bull and our 18-month-old. And it was wild. We didn't actually leave JFK until midnight. And the baby, when they're like overtired and it's like I don't know. It's like their energy quadruple and you cannot. Yeah. Anyway, I don't have any smart thing or funny thing. It's just like literally traumatizing. You're like, what do I do?
What do you guys think about the online discourse about planes that you can get, that you can have? Let me go back and speak English and not have a stroke. If you guys are open to it, I'd love to.
Well, I'm going to interrupt. Yeah. I don't think based on the words, this is discourse. These are.
And by the way, I'm just going to beep. Back up, and sort of pause, and start again. I don't even know how to say it. There's a discourse about what if there was a plane you could get on and book without children on it.
Right. God bless, but there has to be a few things left that are community. Just like, sorry. Yeah.
I have the opposite thing, which is when I get on a plane and I see a baby, I'm stoked and I love babies. And even if they're screaming, I'm happy because then if I'm scared about the plane or if there's turbulence or whatever, I look to the baby to be like, it's okay. Like there's something else that's dogs and babies in general calm me down, even if they're freaking out. So I don't have, I'm a part of the opposite side of the discourse. I agree with you.
Do you ever think it's like good karma when you're on a plane with a screaming baby and you're just like, it's all good? I always thought about it like for posterity. Like I was paying into the like screaming baby piggy bank. I was like, okay, if I'm just like super chill about the screaming baby, then when I have a screaming baby, no one's going to be mad at me.
I'm the reverse, which is I feel like I only in retrospect now am incredibly patient because of my kids. Like I'm paying it backward as opposed to forward. I'm like, hey, I feel like I karmically owe people based on how loud my kids have been on planes. But I'm very zen now when a baby's melting down because I know for a fact that it's worse for the parent than it is for me.
Yeah, it is.
I also think it's incumbent upon you to have noise canceling headphones. And if they're somehow like, those are too expensive, you can get those like things that people wear at gun ranges. They're not expensive, just like those headphones to just like block out like gunfire. Like just bring those. If you can't handle it, then do something like that.
I will tell you, I would be more put off by a man wearing gunfire headphones than a screaming baby. So I would like people not to do that.
Having been to a gun range before, I actually do think the screaming baby is more upsetting than the sound of the gun.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you both, I see it both ways.
Yeah. They look like headphones. They just don't plug into it.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break and hear from some of our sponsors. Support comes from Cash App. Hey, Posh.
Yeah, Suf.
You know what my boys are obsessed with?
What's that?
They're these things called Teeny Mates. Do you know what Teeny Mates are? Have the kids ever talked to you? So they're like little figurines of baseball, football, all the sports. And they like come 2 in a pack, and they're just like little thumb-sized, TJ Watts.
Gotcha.
They're obsessed with it to the point that I have said over the course of this summer, if you talk about Teeny Mates again, I'm going to walk into the ocean and never come back. But anyways, it dawned on us that they want to spend this money on this stuff. And you know what? I'd rather they spend theirs than ours. And so we've started using Cash App. Teaching kids about money shouldn't mean paying monthly fees or switching banks every few years. Cash App now offers managed accounts for kids ages 6 to 12. No hidden fees, no minimum balance requirements, plus something no other kids financial app offers.
One account your child will never outgrow. Their savings, habits, and history carry forward from a parent-managed account at 6 to a teen account at 13 to a full account at 18. You're not starting over or losing what they've built.
You can set up automatic recurring allowances, track spending, and help them work towards specific goals without overcomplicating your life. These accounts earn interest on savings, and kids get a customizable debit card that feels personal to them while you guide everything behind the scenes.
The account runs through you. You manage everything from your own Cash App, so whether they have $5 from allowance or $40 from a birthday transfer, it all counts and it all stays with them as they grow.
No subscription fees, no minimum balance requirements, just a simple way to help your kids start building smart money habits that will actually stick.
If you're ready to start teaching money habits without adding more stress to your plate, download Cash App and set up a managed account for your child today. For a limited time, new Cash App customers who are parents can use our exclusive referral code FAMILY10 to earn $10. Download Cash App, enter the referral code in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll receive $10. Terms apply.
Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit card issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa debit flex cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. And the Bancorp Bank N.A., pursuant to a license from Visa USA, Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton prepaid card, Sutton debit flex card, and Bancorp debit flex card. Savings and offers provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Parents and legal guardians can open a managed account for kids 6 to 12. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Here we go.
What kind of travel did you do when you were kids?
Everywhere. Parents took us everywhere.
Oh, I was going to literally say the opposite. We didn't travel that much. We would go to Montana every winter, but otherwise we did not travel that much. But you guys, we went to therapy together a couple years ago to sort of work out some whatever stuff, sister stuff. And it was wonderful and really, really, it was really special. But one of the things we realized is like, we have totally different experiences.
Right.
The same thing that happened. And this is an example of it. I'm like, no.
Was the therapist like, here's the good news. You actually don't have to come back because you're very clearly not sisters. This is an accidental booking and you should go back to whoever your real siblings are.
People actually don't think we're sisters all the time when we travel. People are always like, you guys,
it's so not.
They're related.
Again, I don't agree because everybody who meets you is like, holy shit, you guys are the same. You do the same mannerisms, the same hand things, and we have the same facial expressions.
Yeah. No one. I've literally never had someone say to me like, "Josh is your brother."
Well, let's start with Montana. I think we can all agree that you went to Montana. So
right.
what was...
I agree that we went to Montana. Our parents did some really unhinged stuff that was so brave. They would take the dog with us, 2 kids, but not only the dog, they would bring our African gray parrot, and we every year would get trapped in the Salt Lake City airport during a snowstorm with an African gray parrot and a giant black lab and the two kids. You know, they have an appetite for destruction.
I mean, by the way, Maddie, next time you're on a plane and your baby's crying, just say to the person next to you, like, it could be worse. I could have my parrot.
Yeah. No, but we would go to Montana every winter, and it was beautiful. Our grandparents lived out there and our grandma was an artist, and we get to, it was beautiful and special and a very different experience, obviously, to growing up in LA. And
that was our mom's recipe. She was like, you LA kids, you're going to Montana.
Every time we would come back, there'd be some other weird thing. One time we got there were like 17 llamas in the front yard. Mm-hmm.
There were llamas.
Still figuring out what that was. But it was beautiful and we loved it. And then, later in life, Maddie and I started doing like sister trips. So we've done a lot of sister trips together, and we try once a year to do a sister trip. Last year what did we do last year?
Well, this year we went to Switzerland, which was amazing.
That was really special.
That was so
what
fun.
Time of year did you go to Switzerland?
It's a great question. Ask my sister, who knows everything that I don't.
It was like at the end of winter, but I mean, it was like extraordinary because it was like the kind of winter you never get, where it was glittering snow on the ground, beautiful, but not like frigid. It was amazing.
Did you go to ski or did you just go to beach?
We don't do that.
We don't do that.
I like that you go to the places where skiers go. Montana, Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah. But
no, we go to eat. We went to eat. There's this little village called Sils Maria that we ended up in that was really special. And like every person we met was sort of a philosopher, like a crazy guru philosopher, like that guy.
This ancient village
that Nietzsche used to go to.
Oh, that's amazing.
And what did that guy?
Everyone makes their own cheese. Everyone's like tapping a tree for like sap. It's like so cool.
My wife and I went to Switzerland for like 4 days. We went the worst time to go, which was November. Everybody says like don't go in November. And we still had one of the greatest trips of our life because we just took all over, and we just we had no plan. We would just like go from, Zurich to Geneva to like little towns, but we would have so fun. You get on the trains; they were so dependable, and you would just get off and go, have fondue, and we had the best time ever.
If you're ever back there, it was a kind of accidental thing that we stumbled upon this place, but it's called Chiesa Marchetta, and it's a small boutique hotel with all that an art gallerist owns, and it is so unique and beautiful, and like the best food, and the people there were it was very cool. Very cool.
That's awesome. Lucerne, we went to Lucerne. It was gorgeous.
Lucerne I've been is so beautiful. It's so extraordinary. Yeah, we probably our craziest sister trip though was we went to Africa, just us, and we had a hairy situation.
Well, no, we had a great trip. We did Kenya. We started in Kenya. We did Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, and Tanzania. So we did it was really spectacular. We started doing safari in Kenya, which was by far one of the most amazing
top life experience.
Totally top life experience. And then we went to the beach in Zanzibar. And then by far my number one greatest experience of my life, travel or not really, was we went trekking with the gorillas in
That's what I was
Rwanda
wondering.
and in Uganda. We did both.
Yeah.
And it was just life-changing. Have you done that yet?
No, but it's definitely on the wish list, and I've certainly never heard anybody who's done it who said it's been anything less than totally worth it.
It's spectacular.
People never believe me, but if I have friends that are going to Africa, they'll be like, what do I have to do? And I'm like, if you have to pick gorillas or safari, gorillas. And they always look at me like I'm crazy, but it kind of changes the way you think about human nature and all the sort of pre-programming that we have being human beings when you see them and when you're close to them. It's like, it is life-changing. I mean, it felt that way for me too.
So humbling. It's so intense. It's so powerful. And it's so like, it's like and this maybe sounds stupid, but it felt like I was speaking or I understood a language I didn't know I spoke without words. It's such a you just feel so connected to these creatures.
How close do you get to them?
So close, Josh.
a couple feet.
And you're
Really?
not, especially if the babies, they'll come up to you. You're not supposed to touch them, of course. But the babies are much more curious, and they'll come up to you, and they'll sometimes play with your camera, or it's beyond, it's otherworldly. And it was cool to do the trek in 2 different places. And we ended up actually going back. We took our parents to do the trek because it was the first thing we said after it, we were like, Mom and Dad need to experience this because we're such animal people. We love animals. We grew up rescuing animals and with our weird parrot and lots of freaky animals. So
was it a rescue parrot?
Literally all the creatures are freak rescue.
The ultimate goal here is to get the silverback mountain gorilla to Montana.
Yeah.
That's like what we're aiming for here.
Yeah.
But the gorilla was like, are you guys the ones who always get stuck in the airport? Because I might want to pick a different family.
But Maddie was referencing that when we decided to drive from Rwanda to Uganda. Yeah. Maddie, take it away. What happened?
We basically got kind of stuck at the border. They were sort of shaking us down for money we didn't really have. We were like opening up our suitcases on the Ugandan border, like pulling pounds out from the zipper pockets, and we're trying to like pay them to get through the border to get where we need to go. And we were supposed to gorilla trek in the morning, and this is evening, and it's like nightfall. It's becoming darker and darker.
So yeah, because of this, our drive was supposed to be during the day, and instead it was in pitch black.
It gets later and later as night is falling. It literally was like
they let us go finally after
they let us cross through the border, and they're like, okay, we didn't know this at the time, but it was basically like, if you make a right, you'll get to the hotel. If you make a left, you will end up on the side of a volcano for a 5-hour drive with no power, no cell service, nowhere to stop, nowhere to stay, no road, and we made a left. And
then it started pouring rain.
And
it's a dirt road, pouring rain. Again, to be clear, this volcano is the volcano with the gorillas.
Yeah.
So you're like, every moment that the car is getting stuck in the mud, you look to your left, there's a cliff. On the right, you're like, is there a gorilla?
That's the volcano filled with gorillas. You don't want to go in there. Yeah.
You go like, what's the worst that could happen? In this situation, there's something bad that could happen. Yeah. There's a lot. And at one point, I finally got cell service. Like for 1 second, my phone, like all of a sudden I get bars and I see an Australian number calling. And I'm like, well, maybe it's the hotel. I don't know. I'm like, okay, pick it up. And I just hear, hi, honey, what's going on? How's the trip? And it's our mom. And I don't know why it showed up as an Australian number. I still don't know, but I'm trying to fake it to her. Like, I'm like, it's going great. Everything's fine. We're just making our way to the hotel. She's like, oh, amazing. Where? What's going on?
You're like, you don't have to worry about me. I'm with my legal guardian.
Yeah. I've kept her safe at every turn. You're welcome.
Eventually, when we made it back to the lodge, they had sent out like a search and rescue team fully.
I will say that I feel like there should have been a better sign.
Yeah. Were you like a tough 4-wheel drive, like can handle the mud kind of a thing?
Enough
okay.
wheels.
Yeah.
Should have been more wheels and more drive. It was honestly really sketchy.
How long is that drive?
It should have been like maybe an hour, but it ended up being 5. Probably.
Oh, really? They're that close? Oh, that's...
Well, no, drive from the border. In the volcano.
Yeah.
We were going to the top of the volcano. Sorry.
No problem.
But that was a silly little hiccup. And we made it, and then we had totally the greatest experience of our lives. So it was worth it in the end.
I did Africa, and we did safari, not gorillas. And the more I hear you talk, the more I regret it. And I've said this on the pod before, and I feel like it makes me sound jaded. But would you agree with this? The first time you see a giraffe, you can't believe it. And then, like, by day 3, you're like, okay, move it along. Like, everything you said about gorillas, I don't feel at all. It's not like when I saw giraffes, I'm like, I learned so much about myself. I'm just like, okay, weirdo. Out of my eye line.
I mean,
I've never done acid, but when I saw a giraffe, I was like, is this what it's like?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess it just doesn't feel of this earth. There are some animals on the safari you're like, oh, that looks like a little like something else I've seen. But then you see a giraffe and you're just like, so maybe what was going on is you couldn't, maybe you were on acid.
No, well, I was going to say I have been on acid, and I think it's great, but it's not great on day 3. And maybe that was the thing. Where, like, I'm like, I want to go back to regular thing where the horses don't have tree necks.
And the way they run.
The running is pretty cool at first.
Yeah, the running's good.
Running is crazy.
Where did you go on safari?
We were in Kenya as well.
Nice.
It was very cool.
That is it.
So special.
It was amazing. It was truly amazing. But the very idea that you guys were, let's drive and let's make sure we don't have a lot of cash, makes me seem like you're a little adventurous. Yes?
We're very adventurous. I would say we are very adventurous. I love to travel more than anything.
I've learned the hard way traveling. You really don't want to go anywhere without like quite a lot of cash. And also you don't want to go anywhere without a 3-day course of azithromycin.
Yeah, good to know.
That's very smart. How did you go? How long was your trip to Africa? How many days?
That trip, I don't know, it was 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
2.5 weeks between all of it?
The first Africa trip? Yeah.
And was it as rewarding for your parents as you had hoped when they saw the gorillas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, even more.
And it's really, they don't travel much like that in that way. It seems like it seemed totally impossible to them. I don't know about your parents, how they travel, but our parents, it seemed like they just kind of were like, we're never going to do that. It's impossible to do that. I think it was extra special to experience that together because they had just sort of resigned to being like, well, that's for somebody else. That can't happen to us. And so it was a really beautiful trip, but yeah.
How much trekking is involved? Like, how many miles are you hiking into a jungle to see these?
So
it's so cool. It depends.
You can do different treks, like depending. You're like, if someone's older and is like, I can only trek a couple miles, or I can't go super up, because there's different gorilla families all over the volcano. So depending on the day, you can go see a different family. And
if you go, you actually, ZOEY was smart about this. If you ever go, you actually should do 2 days in a row, because you're guaranteed to have a vastly different experience one day to the next. You'll meet a completely different family. You'll go to a totally different kind of, you'll be in a different landscape. You'll have a different experience of getting there. They like call ahead to the trackers that are like up in the mountains, and they find them, and then they call down to your group and go like, okay, these are the ones you're going to go see.
It's an incredible program too that they've created in terms of how much it's brought to the economy of Rwanda, while also protecting the animals and bringing money to the people of Rwanda. It's an incredible conservation program that I wish so many other parts of the world could take note of. And when you go and when you experience it, you're like, not only you're so happy to have spent the money that you did, but you want to continue to give back to the community and to the gorillas in a major way, because it's so breathtaking. And yeah, it's inspiring. Honestly, I just wish that other parts of the world could
figure out,
could take note of what they've done. It's very, to me, very impressive.
That's really cool.
Yeah, going back quickly to Montana, if you guys weren't skiers, like what would you do up at your grandparents' house? Like what were the activities?
Eat. It's all eat.
Just
food.
eat. Yeah.
Literally, Josh, it's pathetic. We don't do any family activities. No one drinks. No one skis. No one does. It's literally, we just talk about cooking, eating, what's next for food. Are we going to the grocery store? Like,
Were you disappointed? Were you disappointed when you found out that you didn't get to eat the gorillas?
I was a little.
A little.
You were like, oh, I'm sorry. We thought this was part of a foodie tour where it was like where you get a lobster, where you pick out your lobster.
Are you guys a game family?
We are.
Yeah, big time.
I knew it.
You guys are
Big
smart.
It's okay. You don't have to be.
They like
My
games.
wife is not a gamer. She doesn't come from game people, and
My wife
anytime we
isn't
sort of
either.
break out games, it takes her a minute to.
Who's more competitive of the two of you?
I think we are the best kind of people to play games with because we just like the thrill of competition more than actually winning. Wouldn't you say that, Josh?
Yeah,
Like,
I think my sort of bar is like, don't be a gloating winner and don't be a whining loser.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, then you're great.
We've had some like very bumpy moments where my family, including Josh, has played games with my wife's family, and it hasn't gone well because her family is a den of thieves.
Cheats.
They're
Cheats.
fucking the way they cheat. It is you cannot believe it.
Wait, in what? Well, tell me. Like, what? In what?
Is it
just
like they'll
blatant?
ruin a relationship?
Like where if you're playing a game where it's like you're allowed to say one word and then to make somebody guess something, and then they say 4 words.
Or if you're like someone's going to grab a piece and they're like, oh, like don't grab that piece, is everything that's in that sort of noise. And it's like, you can't do that.
You're like not allowed to make any noise when they pick, and they're like, it's bad. Like Alexi's basically said, like, I can't play games with your family. It's too intense. I'm like, oh, good. We don't want your kind.
Oh my God, we are not. Actually, wait, hold on. That's not true because our grandma loved
Scrabble.
The 2 weirdest games. She loved Scrabble and Cribbage. She was like a Cribbage.
Cribbage.
Have you guys ever
Cribbage is that's real weird.
Wait,
Yes,
but I'm feeling inspired in this moment. Everyone's all like fucking so stoked about what's it called?
Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Mahjong moment.
What if I make cribbage cool?
You could.
You can do it.
Come to my cribbage, and it's my house. Come to the cribbage.
Yeah, it's on MTV too.
Correct.
Yeah.
Does that mean so? Have you not been caught up in the Mahjong wave?
Not yet, but that's because I've been so focused on cribbage.
Nice. Look, you're already in it. You're Cribbage gal on TikTok, right?
Yes, that's me.
I can't get into the Mahjong. 1, I hate games. I hate all games.
Weird. Why do you hate
2,
games?
I hate games. And 2, I'm already too much of like an old Jewish lady. I don't like also need Mahjong. Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't need to speed it up.
I just like suggested buying a Z pack for going out of the country. I don't like need Maj.
You know what? I love that Celebrity. That game is fun.
I do like Celebrity.
Celebrity's fun. I like Celebrity a lot. The thing about Mahjong that's fascinating to me, because I do love games, and my mother-in-law, my parents were visiting my wife's family, so we were all together, and my mother-in-law is like, oh my God, let me give you a tutorial on Mahjong. I'm like, great. And it's so, I'm sure once you learn it, it's fun. It's so complicated. Yeah. And we had like 45 minutes. And at one point I was like, Joanne, did you think you were going to teach this to us? Not just, by the way, not just to me, but to my parents?
Yeah.
Like, what?
We had Elizabeth Banks was just a guest, and she said that she went to a friend's house, or she had people over, but they like hired a professional like teacher to teach everyone. And no disrespect to Joanne Ash, but she's not a professional teacher in the art of Mahjong.
Is the teacher a mother and she calls herself Mahjong?
But now, can you come up with something like that for Cribbage? Because that's what you need to do.
She already did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you did.
I was already like, I'm sort of.
You're ahead of me. You're so far ahead of me. I'm trying to get on the ground floor in this Cribbage thing, and I've already missed the boat.
Word games, what you just did. Like Taboo is fun.
It's okay.
Taboo is fun. I'd look into Code Names if you guys are looking for a
Code
game.
Names is good.
Code Names is really hard.
But we did go. You were asking a question and we went away from it. The truth is, and I do think this is. I like this. This is the core truth of our family. It is what it is. Everything revolves around food, and that was always on vacation what we were thinking about, and it's quite sweet. Like it's now a huge part of our lives. We love to cook for people. We love to feed people.
Yeah.
That's the culture of our family is like, I joke, but it's not a joke. When people say, what's your hobby? I say dinner, because like dinner to me is everything. And that
even when we take trips, at least us, the number one most important thing is what are the meals.
And we love when we're traveling. When we're doing our sister trips, like we did a road trip through Puglia, and we would do minimum 2 dinners. So bang, bang, always, every night.
Yeah.
Do one earlier, one later, so that you could, make the trip feel twice as long and you could have twice as many meals.
Having a bad meal when you're in a great place,
Yeah.
almost nothing makes me more depressed.
And I will say, I think Italy is maybe one of the most stressful places
to eat.
To where you are so worried you're going to get it wrong.
Yes.
Like, because you've had, I feel like in certain countries and certain cuisines, you don't know what a good meal is, but like we all know what a great Italian meal is.
100%.
And so you have these like high standards and
100% agree. And also with Italy, there's two. If you go to a super fancy place, and then if you go to a too touristy place, it's in general though, right? Like with traveling, and I was watching this really. I was watching Lulu Garcia Navarro's interview with this amazing travel guru that I'm forgetting his name, and he was talking about the difference between tourists and travelers. Is that what it was?
Oh, that's great.
And he was saying, he always encourages people to immerse themselves as much as they can in the actual place and the culture, which seems obvious, but also is not as easy. It requires a little bit more work to not be a tourist, to not go to the touristy places and go to the touristy restaurants, but find the places that feel more local. And that's always the goal when we travel. And,
that's why I want her to go to Southeast Asia, but specifically Thailand so bad, because I've been twice and it's like it's impossible to have a bad meal in Thailand. The food is so extraordinary. I mean, you could eat off the floor and it would be great. That's also why you need the Z Pack, but it's like it is I like need you to go because I just know your mind will be blown.
I will say I went to Thailand alone, and my first day in Bangkok, I got tuk-tuk took me around to all these like temples. Yeah. And my tuk-tuk driver was like, hey, do you want to like go out and do something very like local centric tonight? And I was like, sure. And we went to this restaurant that was like on the side of a 12-lane highway. Yeah. It felt like the chicken was just sort of chopped in equal pieces with the bone intact. Like in like, if this piece has bone, then this piece has bone. And then he took me to like a weird massage place. We met up with someone else. I got super ripped off. They drove me to a very sort of dark corner under a subway and we're like, now you owe us like $400.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got fully ripped off. So
there's, I think what Josh's saying is there's tourists, there's travelers, and then there's suckers.
Don't listen to your tuk-tuk driver, whatever you do.
Yeah. I mean, like he was very nice, but boy, he took me for a ride. So
he took you for a ride. I think is what you're supposed to say.
I was so close. You got
it. I know. I'm still like licking my wounds over Mahjong, so I had to jump. Totally. I had to jump the line.
I can't imagine how you feel.
I had to jump the line.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break and hear from some of our sponsors.
Support comes from Hero Bread. Hey, Pajib.
Hey, Sufi.
Summer health goals. I think that's pretty normal for people to have. They're in the sun.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to get that beach bod.
And yet at the same time, a lot of our summer meals are a little carb forward. You know what I mean? And and that's why we're really lucky to have Hero Bread that provides you alternatives to the sort of heavier breads that you can find in your supermarket aisle. And these Hero Bread supports your fiber goals, meals that fit your macros. And they swap in easy to make your meal planning simpler.
Yeah, it's not just bread, Suf. Also, they've got tortillas, they got buns, they've got bagels, all of it with 0 to 5 net carbs and 11 to 32 grams of fiber for texture and taste. It's no more stiff cardboard baked goods that don't hit the spot.
Also, you're going to want your protein, and good news, the 19 grams of protein in the breakfast bagels, 0 grams of sugar. And Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code TRIPS at checkout. That's TRIPS at HERO.co. So I know Zoe doesn't remember any of the other family trips when you were younger other than Montana, but Maddie, can you recall any of them? Any other places you went?
I think this I think the special thing was our parents would take us, I guess this is super Hollywood, but they would take us, they always took us on location with them.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like wherever our dad was working, doing a movie, or wherever our mom was working, or, doing a play, or they would bring us. And I don't know, I thought that was so fun because when I'm sure, Seth, you have this like with your kids, like when you give your kids the opportunity to like see how the sausage is made, kind of, I feel like they feel less like a kid and more like an adult that you trust in like an adult environment or something.
Yeah.
So I think clearly we both loved being on set. Like, we wanted to kind of stay in that world, but like it's just funny how the business changes. Like I have a memory of one of the craziest trips we ever went on. Our dad was trying to make grumpier old men.
Don't look to me. I don't know any of this.
There was grumpier old men.
Who that girl is.
Or grumpy old men, then there was grumpier old men, and I think they were trying to make grumpiest old men, or
sure.
And our dad was a director, and I'm pretty sure the studio sent him to Italy for a month to scout for a movie that was not greenlit, which like literally would never happen. Like this is the 90s.
It is the glory days where they're just like, money is just getting spit out of Hollywood.
Still proving my point. We didn't go on trips. This was work. I'm just saying. So
Yeah. Right.
It was like, take your kids to Italy for a month for a scout. We stayed in a castle in Tuscany. Like it was, it was crumbling. Like there were ghosts.
Right.
For sure.
Who's the person for you guys in your relationship that does all the booking for travel?
It's me and it's Seth's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you guys do a lot of trips with all of you guys or no?
We haven't in a minute. We did some great trips. We went to we did half of the Tour de Mont Blanc, which is we started in Italy and then hiked into France and then hiked into Switzerland, or maybe it was Italy, Switzerland,
That's
France.
The third tier of traveling that he was talking about, which is called the pilgrimage.
Yeah, that was I'm a big fan of a pilgrimage.
And that is very impressive. You guys are doing the highest tier of traveling. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have no problem with interrupting.
That's fine. But we did that, and we did we did a New Year's in Iceland that was also great. But it's been a while since we've.
But Josh and I do trips together with our parents still once a year.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We mostly we go to Pittsburgh because our father's from Pittsburgh, so we go to see a Steeler game. And then Seth has started bringing his sons. My wife is going to come this year for the first time. She's never been to Pittsburgh, so
it'll be great.
That's so special.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
We have to figure out. We're not sure what our next sister trip is going to be. I'm not sure, but maybe it'll be.
So who picks between you? Who is or is it
ChatGPT?
Let me explain something. No. Zoe's name in our family is the Minister of Tourism. Like she is like a person who is like in a government position of a country who is responsible for travel, tourism in every country all over the world. So I call her the minister now. She could literally be like, oh, I know the guy in Japan who runs all the trains. And you're like, why do you know that person? Like, everybody. Zoe is the minister. She books everything now.
I love to be the minister, but a lot of their trips are sort of organized and created out of where work takes me.
Yeah.
And it's such a blessing, but it's also it's for me. I'm like, I feel so greedy and gross when I get these great opportunities to go to across the world, and I am only there for a day for work. It just makes me like I can't fathom it. So I try my best to be able to bring someone I love, like my sister or my partner or my mom, whoever is available and willing to deal with me, to go and then extend the trip on.
Yes.
Because like for instance, the Switzerland trip was because I had work in Italy for a couple days. And so we went and then extended and continued on. Same with Africa. I was working in Kenya. And so it brought us there and we were able to experience that. And traveling is so, so expensive, obviously, as everybody knows, and it continues to get more expensive. So it's my personal hack. And also it makes me feel, like I said, less guilty about these, about getting to see the world and not actually experience the world. And that I always have so much empathy or like sadness for touring musicians.
Well, you mean that they don't actually see anything?
Yeah, and they go to all these amazing places and they don't, sometimes multiple times. And they're like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything. I didn't do anything. So even if I'm in a place for a day, I don't care how tired I am. Like I'm going out and I'm seeing something and I'm having a meal and I'm doing one thing that feels like an experience to me that I can hold on to for my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm always shocked, like when friends of mine go on location to work on a movie, you know, I just assume, how was it? And they're just like, you don't see anything. You work the longest days and you're so tired and your call's so early. And it's such a drag.
But I take it, even when that's the case, when I'm on location, I really take it upon myself to be like camp counselor. And on the weekend, we go to a museum or we all go to karaoke or we do something that feels specific to the place that we're in. Otherwise, it kind of depresses me.
Do you, sometimes when you sort of are camp counselor, I feel like I do a lot of that for my friends as well. But like, what happens when you miss? What happens when you rally everyone out to something and it's like, oh, that was a dud. And it's kind of like they would have done nothing if it weren't for you. And they've probably done a lot of things that are great because of you. But how do you cope with when you...
She doesn't miss.
Okay. Well.
She doesn't miss because she's the minister. She literally does not miss.
You mentioned Castle. Can I just say I would like to badmouth castles.
Please,
they are bad mouthable.
Go.
Let me just tell you, anyone who's listening is like, oh, my dream is to stay in a castle. It's not. There's a reason nobody lives in them anymore. They're cold.
Go visit for
walk around the
2 hours.
outside of a castle. If
Have you stayed in a castle?
Stayed in a castle.
Yeah.
We stayed in an Irish castle that I think the name, it was an old Irish name that translates to mud castle.
It had carpet from the like late 70s, early 80s.
Just carpeted castle and again, they're hard to maintain and their heyday was a long time ago. They just are not maintained well.
No, they're definitely scary.
Anytime someone's like, I got a deal on a castle, you didn't. There's a reason.
Don't they want people to buy them because no one actually
because no one wants them.
Yeah.
And it turns out there's a pretty big castle tax when you buy the tax. When you buy a castle, there's hidden costs
in the market.
Why do you know about this?
Look, do you guys, and this is totally unrelated, would you guys be interested in buying a castle that I may be trying to unlock?
Sounds sort of like you bought a castle and
I bought a castle! I did. I've talked about this as well. I did like accidentally bid on a week in a Scottish castle at a charity event. And I thought the bidding was going to take off, and it did not. And Josh
it was one bid. I
was one bid.
That's the one that won.
And then Josh and I and our spouses and some friends were at a Scottish castle, and it's not remembered fondly.
What was there a ghost?
I think even the ghosts were like, we're gonna go to a regular hotel.
Speaking of ghosts, though, have you guys ever had real ghost experiences?
No, but I would like to. I think I would like to, unless it's the kind that wants to try to
be careful.
Murder me.
Be careful what you wish for. Are you guys ghost? Are you guys what is it? Open to ghosts? Or
our mother is fully psychic, and
100%
spirits have visited her, and as a result, I think they've been present in our lives.
Right.
Yeah, because she's like a transmitter.
Gotcha.
Her.
So you guys see ghosts, but the only thing they ever say to you is your mom home? We'll come back later. Just, let her know we stopped by.
Where was I recently? There was a really annoying ghost. Oh,
really annoying.
I was staying at the Chelsea Hotel, which obviously everyone says is haunted. And I'm like, guys, let's all calm down. Like, come on with the lore. And night one, my blinds just go and open. Like it wasn't on a thing. They just fully opened.
Yeah.
No.
I closed them. I watched. It's like full. It was so amazing. It was so ghosty. There's no other way. It was a ghost.
Did you go?
It just kept opening, and then I was like, "Fuck it." He wants me to like be awake. I'm not really sure what this is. And then like kept doing it every night. So.
It kept happening.
Yeah, that was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, perfect. Good news. You you're a kid.
I'm sure.
There was a cat in your room, remember?
A ghost cat or a real one?
A ghost cat.
Wow.
Yep. ZOEY
great.
fully had a ghost cat in her room that would visit her like every night.
See, so the ghosts don't just want to see my mom; they want to see me too.
Well,
you're more psychic than me.
The ghosts are like you pet sit.
Yes, I pet sit the ghost, but also ghost at the Chelsea Hotel, I was like having a good time with. I was not mad at this.
It wasn't bad.
Also, I had the best time. I had a great stay. It was a little like frustrating that he didn't want me to sleep, but I also was like, maybe he's lonely and wants to hang out.
I don't know. Is it he?
I don't know. It was sort of
Would you talk to the ghost?
No, my big thing about ghosts is just like be nice. My big in general, when people are like, oh, I'm scared of the ghost. I'm like, well, of course they're going to be mad at you. If you enter a situation like I'm scared of you, they're going to think you don't like them. Yeah. So I'm always like, what's up? Like, hey, but psychically, you know, Josh, I don't say that loud yet. It's more like, hello, we're all good. Like, you're my friend and I'm yours. That energy, you just put it out there.
This is really a late breaking ghost advice on the pod.
Detour from the family trips for sure. But hey, you know
what? It's all a trip. It's all just it's a trip to Ghost Town. You guys are the best. And I will say, like, it is so much fun when we're lucky enough to talk to siblings on this pod. So thank you both for making time for us. It's just the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. It was so fun.
I did want to say real quick, your plastic surgery impression on the Tonight Show was so funny.
Thank you. It's gonna really suck when one day when I need the facelift.
No, it's gonna that clip's gonna resurface when that happens for sure. I've heard so many. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard so many great things about Gail Daughtry. Can't wait to see it.
Oh, I can't wait for you to see it.
And you also have voicemails for Isabelle out now. So you've
which
been
I
very
will say,
busy.
I feel like I would have watched that with my wife, and then she gets home from work and goes upstairs. She works with horses, and so she goes and takes a shower first thing. And then she like just didn't come downstairs one night, and she had just like gotten into bed and started watching it. And I went up. I was like, "What's the deal?" She's like, "I'm watching this movie. It's really good." And it's like, "Oh, okay." But she loved it.
Good. Well, tell her I said thank you for watching.
Of course.
Before we let you guys go, though, we have to ask our speed round questions. And obviously, we're going to be disappointed if you have the same answers based on.
Okay, great.
Well, yeah.
All right. You can only pick one of these. Is your ideal vacation relaxing, adventurous, or educational?
Relaxing, adventurous, or
Adventurous.
Adventurous for me.
Yeah, I think you guys are. You travel together. That's fair to be the same.
What is your favorite means of transportation?
Horseback.
Fuck. What the hell, dude?
Rwandan rental.
Ever-loving hick. Like, I don't know. What do you guys say?
I mean, for me, it's bicycle, I think.
Yeah. For me, it's train, but I feel like I have a romantic idea of a train. And like, 90 minutes into the train, I think you're like, I should have flown.
I think I'm going to say plane only because it gets you so far.
Sure. Yeah. This one's tricky. If you could take a vacation with any family, alive or dead, real or fictional, other than your own family, what family would you like to take a vacation with?
The Meyers, obviously.
Okay, great.
Great answer.
You're going to play some games, though.
Yeah.
Other than that's fine. I can deal with that. I don't love biking, but we can deal with the games.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. We like set up a tray on the handlebars, and so you kind of are playing games while you're biking.
Biking.
Yeah.
Maddie, do you have a different answer, or are you good?
Oh, obviously the same as my sister. Her brain is better than mine.
Okay, this one. We'll see if this causes a rupture. If you had to be stranded on a desert island with one member of your family, who would it be?
Of our family? Desert island?
Probably.
Not me. I would
No. I mean,
I would definitely say you. You're very resourceful.
Here's the thing. I've seen mom kill a rattlesnake with a rock before. So like it has
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, she's like
out of self-defense. Out of self-defense.
She's literally like from 200 years ago. She just like.
I'm gonna say you because you're like mom.
Yeah. Okay. Great answer. Thank you for that.
What is your dream destination for a family vacation?
Greece. We keep trying to get to Greece.
I've never been to Greece.
Oh, Greece. Like we're
That's
trying to house Greece.
We really.
Oh, that's great. That was so fun. How fast you guys are on that.
You are both from Los Angeles. If you had to get more families to come visit Los Angeles, how would you sell this city?
So here's the most amazing thing about Los Angeles. In an hour, you could go anywhere. You could go to the beach, the mountains, the desert. You could see live music. You could get the best food from all around the world, wherever you want. Yeah. There's the variety and joy and nature, but also city. You have it all here. It's spectacular, spread out, sure, but it has something for everyone.
I like how Maddie was just kind of a quiet Flava Flav through that whole thing. Just like
She's
snapping,
right.
pointing, couple of yes.
I'm her hype man.
Yeah. And then Seth has our final questions.
Have you guys been to the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
And was it worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You don't agree. You don't think it's worth it. What?
No, it's fine. I'm not into it, but it's
I'm into it.
You know what? It's going to do fine without my endorsement. It's obviously thriving.
Can I ask you a follow-up question? Have you
Sure.
been to Zion? Because Zion is
No.
like, if you want to shit on the Grand Canyon, maybe you just need to go to Zion.
Great. I would love to shit on the Grand Canyon. It's basically my full.
Zion's amazing. There's literally.
I think I'd have a lot better standing if I was like, oh, I like Zion. I think that people would listen to me more.
You need a castle with a giraffe
Yeah.
in the Grand Canyon. That's sort of what I think is your dream trip.
I'm going to be a giraffe-shaped castle. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
You guys are. Thank you for having
Thank you so much. This was so
Thank you so
fun
much.
talking to you. Love to your parents as well, and your babies, and your husbands, and love to Jimmy, Zoe.
You guys, he was just on your show last
We
week.
had a
was.
blast with him. We had a blast.
It was
with him.
great.
So please say hello to him as well.
My
I will.
future brother-in-law.
I know, so exciting. All right, thank you guys.
Thanks
Be
so
well.
much
Bye.
for having us.
Family trips with the Meyers Brothers.